What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the FallenRedZeo here, bringing you a LEGO set, LEGO Jurassic World Jurassic Park T-Rex Rampage set 75936, and this is a pretty big, awesome set. So I finally was able to get this. This has been out for quite a while. I just didn't have the money to get it, but after saving up and stuff, I was finally able to pick up this set, and it's pretty cool. I've always wanted it, just mostly because of the whole gate and stuff. I don't care too much about the T-Rex, but the T-Rex is awesome as well. But the whole Jurassic Park gate is pretty cool and stuff, and that's what I was looking for, and plus all the characters down at the bottom there, as you can see. But just the artwork on this box is absolutely incredible. Looks like perfect, like they took a picture just from Jurassic Park and then plopped the Lego set on top of it. Just looks super cool. So on the box, if we look at the top, so there's a look at all the characters that we get and stuff with the T-Rex. On the side, we get a T-Rex. It shows how long it is. It's 27.3 inches. And then the back of the box would show the back of the wall, which is pretty cool as well. And then of course the T-Rex. And we get a bunch of like features and stuff that the wall does up over here. And then we get some of the scenes that are included in the wall and then pictures of that from the movie. So that's pretty cool as well. So this set was an incredible build and I enjoyed it a lot, and I like all the little like features and all the little stuff they threw in with the little scenes and stuff. That was one thing that made me really want this set a lot, along with just having the front wall. But enough talking about just the box. Let's go ahead and look at the actual set. So here's the entire set complete, and again you can see it looks pretty big and massive all together. It's a nice big set. We got the T-Rex, got the little display stand with all our characters on it, and then the big giant wall in the back. Just looks incredible. So this set is really cool overall. So of course we got the T-Rex starting out and the little figures in the wall. We'll have to look at them individually just because everything's all so big. So we'll go ahead and start with the minifigures first, and then the T-Rex, then we'll look at the wall last. So we have our little minifigure display, which is pretty fun and cool. I always like this when they have the display set up so you can just sit all the characters up and have them nice and displayed easily. So as you can see in this set, we have John Hammond, Ian Malcolm, Ellie Sattler, Alan Grant, Dennis Nedry, and Ray Arnold. So pretty cool set overall, but big wide range of characters. And then you can see we have a little display here. So we have some plants and foliage. We get a little, I assume Velociraptor is usually what these are, but color-wise it looks more like a baby T-Rex or something. And then we get the T-Rex display card here in the back, which is always pretty cool. But we'll start with Ray Arnold. So there's a look at him. Of course, the guy played by Sam Jackson was always a fun character. So there's a look at his face. Got the glasses on there. Nice hair piece on there. He's got the all white lab jacket on, white shirt on underneath, grayish color tie. I like how he's like a name tag on the Jurassic Park logo there, a pin in his pocket, and then his pants. And I like how the lab coat even comes down the legs and stuff. So very cool of a dual molded there. Let's see. Does he have an extra face on? Yeah, he does have like a worried face on there, as he would be and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then we got Dennis Nedry, and again another good looking character. Of course, he was the fatter character. I wish he had like an attachment for like his stomach or something, but you can kind of see his shirt's like all like pudged out and stuff. Of course, he has the evil menacing smile on there because he's the bad guy. Has the same hairpiece as Arnold, and then he's got the yellow raincoat on, bluish gray button up shirt. Has the Jurassic Park logo there, the name tag there around his neck, and then he's got the all tan pants on there, and even around on the back you can see the hood of the raincoat and then the Jurassic Park logo there on the back. And then he's got the face of the Dilophosaurus spit on his face, so it's got a nice blue paint, and then he's all squinted eyes and stuff there, so that's pretty fun. Then we've got Alan Grant, or Dr. Grant, and again we've had this figure before, and I forget what the Jurassic Park set was, but it came with the kitchen and the computer room and stuff, so I already have this figure and stuff. But it's pretty cool there. Classic look at Dr. Grant. He's got the tan hat on, like, don't know, I'd say like cowboy hat, but just whatever hat. The blue button up shirt with the red tie around his neck, the tan pants. He even has the raptor claw there in his hand, which is pretty fun. And then there's look at the back, so the details on the shirt, and no back printing on the head or anything. And then we have Ellie Sattler, and there looks, again, we got her as well in that same Jurassic Park set before, so not a new character, but it has nice blonde hair all up into the ponytail. Nice smirk there on her face. And she has the pink shirt on over the blue shirt, the tan shorts, and then her boots there, which you can kind of see a little bit split between them with some skin color on in there. And then there's a look at the back of her shirt. Again, the same sort of just wrinkles and stuff on it. And then she has a worried face on the back. And next up, we've got Ian Malcolm again, and just like a classic look for him, especially for Jurassic Park. So his black hair just all nice and designed, just the way the Lego print is. Then there's a look at his face, a darker skin color. Of course, he has what looks to be like some sweat or something coming down on his face, some little sweat marks there. And then this is after he has been attacked and damaged and everything, so his shirt is open. I don't like the change of the skin color, like it doesn't match very well. It's just off, and I don't like that very much. But it's got his shirt open so you can see his chest there, and then he has some more water droplets there, so again, like sweating and everything. So he's got the black button-up shirt there and stuff that's all open. Then it goes down to his pants where he's got the tore-up leg, so his leg has been cut up and everything by being attacked by the T-Rex, and they have some bandages on it and a belt wrapped around his leg and stuff, so he's got the injured leg there. On the back, nothing, just all black, just a little bit of shirt designs there, and then he has a worried face there as well. And ending off with John Hammond, of course, the creator of Jurassic Park. So there's a look at the old man, John Hammond. So he has the same sort of hat on as Dr. Grant, but of course he has the old man face there, so has the beard all around his face with the white and gray colors there. I even like how they got the like gap tooth there for Richard Attenborough and stuff. Just that's just fun and cool. And they gave some wrinkles on his face, got the glasses on and stuff. Then he has the all white suit on, so the white button-up shirt, the white pants, and everything. Pretty fun, nice pockets and stuff there. There's a look at the shirt on the back. No worried face for him either. And then he has his walking stick, of course, with the amber that has the mosquito in. Of course, this doesn't have that in it or anything, but it's a nice walking stick though that they included. And finally, we have the display. So again, we've seen all the foliage and stuff, the baby dinosaur there, and then we have the sign for the T-Rex, so the Tyrannosaurus Rex, with the name meaning of King Tyrant Lizard, with its height being 5.2 meters, length of 13.5 meters, 8.4 tons weight, and he's a carnivore, of course, we know that, and lives on Isla Nublar. So that's pretty fun. I always like when they include these signs with the Lego sets. So just, it's overall nice just to have this with the display of characters. Of course, you can just put the characters wherever you want. They don't have to be in any certain order. They don't have nameplates or anything. You can just pop them all back on there, and it's just a nice display for all your characters. And then we've got the T-Rex, and so again, it's hard to get it to fit into the camera here. It's nice, big, long characters. I don't think this is the best looking T-Rex. This T-Rex, you know, is a little bit disappointed with the way it looks, but I didn't buy this set for the T-Rex. It's my least important thing from this, but it's cool that it came with it and helps, you know, build up the price. So as expensive as the set was, this, you know, takes up a lot of the piece count and everything overall. It doesn't look horribly bad. It's probably one of the better Lego T-Rexes I've seen. So it's a completely buildable character. It's not, you know, just a completely modeled one. So you had to build all this up and stuff, but it's pretty cool. So you can see the T-Rex head there. Yeah, I like how it even has little tiny eyes, look very much like the T-Rex from the movie. But the colors are the dark brown, lighter brown, and tan colors overall. And I think that looks pretty decent. I feel it should be like a maybe two colors, like the normal brown and dark brown, maybe get rid of some of the tan. But overall, it doesn't look too bad. So of course the T-Rex has some movements and stuff. So like here at the head, we got the head that can move around and stuff. It can, you know, kind of look side to side, up and down and everything. The mouth does open there, so we got the nice mouth, so you can take characters, stick it in there. He even has a tongue up in there. So the head can move up, so if you wanted to do that, but of course it would just looks weird that way, so we'll just leave the head straight on. The little tiny T-Rex arms here. So again, I don't like the way the arms look, like right at the joint stuff. I wish they would have done something to build it up. Maybe I just don't like the way the arm joints are, but it has the joint so right there connected to the body, so it's on the ball, so you can just move it all the way around. And then it has the additional ball point, but be like the elbow and stuff, so it can move there and twist all the way around. And then it's got the two sharp claws sticking off there at the end, so that's pretty fun. So it has the two hands there on each side. And then going down, we have the hips, so we have a hip on each side, and so they're connected on like a nice like spin thing, so they do have movement where they can move all the way around, but then also has some flexibility. So that's one thing, like when you get it to stand down, the legs are a little too close, you have to kind of like bow it out like this to be able to get it to stand a little bit better. But moving down the leg, you can see it transitions from the tan into a gray color. So like this here, I don't like this like complete like drastic change of color. It's almost like an orange piece. It's just too drastic. Has the nice claw there on the top of its ankle, but moving down its foot has the three toes there, of course, for the classic, for the like imprint there on the ground. And the toes don't really do much. The toenails themselves have some movement, and then the outer toes can flex around, but obviously T-Rex toes don't do that. That's just the part to get this look of the three toes there. But other than that, it doesn't really do much. Has some flexibility, but again, I feel it would fall off too much, and you don't really need to do stuff like that for the T-Rex, so it's kind of pointless. And then with the hip joints as well, again, you can swivel it, so it can like stand up taller or get down lower and stuff. So it's if you want to do some with the T-Rex where you're eating somebody on the ground, you can bend down, or you can bend up just to stand up tall. But then going to the tail, you can see it's all segmented, so we have all sorts of movements and stuff, so it just kind of moves back and forth there, each little segment down. But it's nice the way like it all moves together and stuff. It all moves in a nice smooth movement and stuff, and that just continues all the way down to the end point here. And down here on the end, we have like just a single ball joint, so it can twist all the way around and stuff, all sorts of that moves. Same with the little end piece here. So the tail's really nice until you get to that part, because then it always seems to be off and stuff, so you have to try and get it straightened up. But like I said, with the way the tail's designed, especially looking at it from the top, it just looks really nice way, and it's all like curved around. So again, that's really all there is for the T-Rex. It doesn't do a whole lot more than that. And again, the T-Rex is my least favorite part, just because I don't think it looks that good. So this may be a part that I maybe take apart, so it's not on display all the time, just because it'd probably take up so much room. But I'll just have to see how much room I have, and if I like it being with the wall and stuff, I'll just have to see. But I may end up taking this apart for storage. And finally, we have the Jurassic Park Gate itself. And again, this is my favorite part of the whole set, and why I wanted this set so bad, just because I love it. It's just a classic iconic thing from Jurassic Park is having the gate, so it's very cool itself, and it's designed pretty well. I like it overall. There's some little issues I have for it, but like it's really cool, especially like here at the top got the Jurassic Park sign, so those are obviously stickers. Looks very good. I love all the little flame things off to the side of it. Of course, it had that in the movie, all the little pots with like the flames coming out and stuff, so that's pretty cool. There's flames up on the top and then multiple down the sides. And then we have the door. I wish the door is just a little bit taller, like, you know, covered up more of the space up in here, but it doesn't, unfortunately. And if we start to pan down, you can see more flames and everything, and we go all the way down to the ground, which is cool that it has the track in here right down the center, and then the foliage on each of the sides, so all sorts of random plants and everything, so that's always cool. So upon building this and seeing like especially the track on here, I wish instead of the T-Rex they would have gave us like a nice UCS scale Ford Explorer that could have sat on here, so it could have been like, you know, driving towards the gate and stuff with a piece that goes into the track and everything, so it would have been, you know, a nice like scene part. That would have been really cool to have instead of the T-Rex, I think, for me. Maybe even could have included pieces to have like a little bit of a track track come out and then have the truck sitting in front of it, so like it's approaching the gate. So that's just another thing I thought about with this, since I, like I said, don't really like the look of the T-Rex too much. It would have been cool to get that classic Ford Explorer in the nice like bright neon green colors and everything. That would have been cool. But if we take and turn this around, because obviously there's nothing with the front except for the gate opening, which we'll look at in the back. So it has a nice thing up here at the top right behind the Jurassic Park sign. A nice little wheel thing you spin so you can open and close the door. The door is not perfect. It's like it shuts there, but of course it doesn't shut fully. And then if you get it off a little bit, it can swing like outward. So it's just a little bit of thing there. But if we go ahead and turn it around here, of course, got to be careful not to knock any pieces off. So we turn around like that, we can see the back of it and how it's built. So again, we have all these little scenes going on in the back. And like I said, besides the little scenes, the back is just completely worthless. Like there's nothing really special to look at. So like from the bottom here, the ground is just, you know, continuing on with the track and everything and the door opening. But then we get each of the little scenes, which we'll go through. But one thing I don't like about this is the side, these little side pieces here. So again, to get the like nice flat pieces, they have this like little door type things and stuff that you put on. But obviously like underneath here, there's nothing. It's just completely open and random. So you have these little doors that you have to put on. Of course, you have to get them like all straightened up, get them all nice, lined up and smooth and stuff. So if you knock them a little bit, they do get knocked off a track and stuff. So it's annoying the way it looks. So I wish it was just pieces that were completely attached on, like they didn't open or anything. They were just completely attached. I can probably work on something to make them completely attached and so they don't flop around and everything. But that's just one little annoying thing to me. But the coolest thing about this on the back here especially is all the little scenes that we get. So down here we have where Ellie goes down into the like generator room or whatever down in the bunker and tries to reset the power. So I set it up on the box trying to get you to be able to see up in here, but of course the lighting and everything doesn't work too well. But it's the nice, you know, underground bunker scene. So it's nice, cool design. It has like pipes and stuff going on in here. Has the wall with all the switches, has the other wall where she has to flip the little handle thing. So it has the handle there that of course she has to like pump it 3 times and then we'll kick on the power and flip on all the switches. So it's cool, like the switches here all the way up, like it's like 5 of them I think are all green. So they're being reactivated and they're red at the top and stuff as she's, you know, moving down, and she ended up slipping on the electricity, you know, that shocks Tim off the electric fence and stuff. So that's always fun and cool. It has licensed gating here that also has Ray Arnold's hand sticking out through there. So it's supposed to be like a minifigure hand sticking through there. And on the other end, it has some like red on it. So it's supposed to be like blood and stuff, but it's got his hand. So you can like just take the character and put her down in here like she's flipping the switches and everything and stuff. So that's always fun. And going to the opposite side, we also have the underground bunker where they're hiding out and secure. And so this is like where we have Hammond and stuff contacting Ellie, telling her where to flip the switches and stuff. And it's a nice bunker. It's got all sorts of like containers, everything on the shelves in the back. Has a fire extinguisher. Has what I assume to be like the flashlight inside of this like box thing, but I can't get it out because it's stuck. But there's a nice ladder that goes up and down. And then even on the sides over here, which I know you can't see any of this, but there's even little doors that open and it has the guns inside. You know, she opens the door and takes the guns out. Her and Muldoon end up taking the guns and stuff. But it has the table where Malcolm can lay, and Hammond ends up taking the map and laying it out on his legs and stuff and hurting him and everything. So again, just fun little scenes that they threw in here. And if we move up to the next floor, we get the restaurant stuff. So it's a nice little restaurant, has a nice table, a chair. This of course where Hammond sits and he's eating the food, and Ellie ends up coming in and talking to him and stuff. So it has a nice plate here with the jello on it, of course, classic. Then just a bowl with some sort of piece. It's like the smoke type piece, but it's yellow, has a spoon sticking in it. Then what I assume to be like the ice cream sitting on the table, because that's what he's sitting there eating at the time. So you can just take like Hammond and pop him into the seat there, and he's sitting there eating his ice cream. And back on the other side, we have the computer room, which again is cool. So we have the computer room here for Dr. Arnold. So we have all his computers there. So like it's again going to be hard to see. But over here, the computer has the map of like the hurricane coming in. And then on this screen, he has just the map of the island doing the park tour. And then this app, which all sorts of like coding and stuff going on, which is cool. But then again, we have Arnold. We can sit there in a chair and he can, you know, end up typing stuff. Of course, it doesn't have like the Nedry on the screen. So it's not Nedry's desk. So that's just a fun thing. And straight up from that, we then get another small scene here. We get the toilet. But of course, we don't get a Gennaro or something to sit on there, the lawyer and stuff. We don't get him to put on there. So it's kind of like pointless. It's like, why do we even have this little section with the bathroom? Of course, that is where Ian ends up getting his injury and stuff because he's running towards the bathroom and the T-Rex attacks him, then crashes through the door and attacks Gennaro sitting on the toilet and stuff. But it's nice little toilet design stuff. And I like all the designs giving like that tiki hut with the wood there. That's also in the back of it as well. So that's pretty fun and cool. And it has a nice toilet with the flusher and stuff on the side. Just a very fun little part of the set overall. But then again, back to the other side, we do get a piece of like the mudslide here that has the Barbasol can. So that's supposed to be the Barbasol can there. And then there's some just plants and mud and everything. Other than that, we don't get a whole lot of stuff going on in here. I wish there was like a little Dilophosaurus or something we could stick with that. But we do have the Nedry, you know, that can go in that part. But there's nowhere like really to stick him. So I don't know if you just take him and like put him on there. So it's like he's hanging off the cliff or something, even though he doesn't do that. So I don't know what this whole like little handle piece is on here. I don't know what that's for. But I just like to take him and stick him on it like that. Like he's trying to get back to the Barbasol can and stuff. But it's being covered by all the mud and everything. So again, just another fun little scene. And finally, up at the very top, we have the contraption here that controls close the door. So you can see it's just this nice wheel thing. So you can just twist it back and forth, and it has the little gears and stuff over on the side that control the door opening and closing. So that's a pretty fun, cool thing. Like I said, I wish the door would close a little bit more. I can obviously just take like a Lego piece and just like attach it, and it'll keep the door shut. Has a nice little scene up here at the top as well. Of course, it's kind of broken up with all the controls and everything, but it has the part where Dr. Grant and the kids end up stumbling across the dinosaur nest that has the eggs that have been cracked open. So obviously you can just take Grant and just stick him up there. He doesn't really fit on that side too well. We can just stick him here. So it's like, oh my god, they have been breeding or whatever. They have been laid eggs. Malcolm was right that they would find a way and stuff. So that's just a fun little scene there with the little broken dinosaur and stuff, just to kind of go along in it. You know, they have the contraption here at the door, but it kind of throws a scene in there as well. So that's pretty fun. But that's really it for the back of the door. Again, there's nothing too much, just completely empty spaces and stuff on the other side. So again, it's cool that they added all these little scenes, which again is what made me want this set so bad. If it was just the door, I would just be like, oh, that's okay. I wouldn't pay as much as it was for it. But with all the little scenes, it made me more interested. And I did see some places do sell little light sets that you can buy for this, that you can stick in and light up each of the rooms and stuff, and light up the front gate and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I may end up getting that to try it out. Hopefully they end up working and stuff. But seeing that makes me really want to do it, just because I want to be able to like see this stuff more. Like, you couldn't see it very well, so it's hard to see a lot of the stuff inside of the room. So a little light in each of them would look really good for this. So that's gonna be it for this LEGO Jurassic Park T-Rex Rampage set. Again, I think this set's really cool. It is super expensive, but thankfully I had gotten a $100 gift card, so at least took $100 off this price. Again, I don't feel this was fully worth the price. I feel a little bit disappointed by stuff. Like, I don't think the T-Rex is exactly perfect, so I don't like that too much. And I don't like the wall design. I feel there's too much wasted space, like especially on the back side with the way like the little door flaps are made, and then how much space that like whole stuff takes up. I feel they could have put more room inside of each of the little compartments and stuff in the back. That's the only thing, but the front of the gate looks absolutely amazing. So go ahead and let me know your opinions down in the comments down below. Let me know if you have this set or if you really want this or not. Go and let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down there as well. But thank you all for checking out this review. Be sure to check out our other Jurassic Park Lego set over here on the left, and all our Lego sets over here on the right. But thank you all for watching this video. Remember, stay awesome out there, and I'll see you next time.